could be a large scent, but all right, I'm gonna.
Seems.
It's well worn. Oh my God, it's a British coin.
Really?
Welcome back to Curiosity Detecting. Today,
Kevin.
OG Kevin is back, and we're back at the same 1880s house property, which gave us so many fantastic finds. Last time out, I found 2 bucket listers, an 1858 Queen Victoria sterling silver dime, and 2 lead hemweights, and miscellaneous other things, a sleigh bell, some other good stuff. But we know there's more here, so we're just going to take it low and slow. We may head to a second location today. You'll see that if it happens. But I guess I know what you're after today. The same thing you're always after.
Silver and coins.
More silver and coins. I wouldn't say no to that either. So we'll catch you on the first one. First nice signal of the day. Looks like it's going to be a buckle. Perhaps. I'm going to turn off the camera for a minute. This dirt is pretty stiff. I'm going to turn off the camera and clean it up. We'll be back in a second. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful buckle. And it's early as well. Made of brass. I think this piece may even still be able to move a little bit. Yeah, it still moves a little bit, but for the first hole, I'll take it. I love a good relic. All right, on to the next. Well, I had a decent 25-26 at maybe 4 or 5 inches depth, and this is what came up. I think it may be an old curtain rod ring. In fact, I'm almost certain that's what it is, but it sounded fantastic, as most ring-shaped things do. And Kevin has got the old aluminium.
A tube of toothpaste or something.
A tube of toothpaste. Tube of something. All right.
Tube of garbage.
A relic that's still used today. And a toothpaste tube, which aren't made of metal anymore, I don't think, but time to fill in the hole. So Kevin's on the board with a penny. It's from the 70s. Oh, it's actually a good side light from the sun there. It looks like 77 or 87. If you flip to the other side, you can see that kind of intermediate age Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. But coin's a coin, so not a bad start.
Right on.
Well, trapped between the roots of this tree and a lot of hard work later, it's a bottle cap. Is that German? Just to show you all that it's not all champagne and flowers when you're detecting an old property. There's quite often semi-modern stuff. But I mean, what a day. Who could disagree with this? Well, I'm back in the back corner, and I got a nice 1920 signal, and lo and behold, it's a hunk of lead, which normally is not very thrilling, but it does mean that it's old, because people don't use lead nowadays, or even recently, for anything at all because of its toxicity, so I'll take it. It means we're on the right track. Kevin's over there. Oh, Kevin approaches. What does he got?
Might be old.
What does he got? Oh, it's an old...
It turns.
Oh, it's actually hinged?
Well, it looked like it turned, but maybe that's just...
It looks like an old hair... You know what? I wouldn't bend it too much.
Yeah, no, I don't want to...
But it does look like... What would ring up on your machine?
1920?
It could be made of brass. No, it's not brass. It looks like it has some age to it. We're going to have to look into that and see. If anyone knows what this mystery object is, then drop a comment in the section below the video. Looks like it has some age to it. We'll see. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm just in the back corner next to this massive tree, and it looks like I found a mason jar lid, and it looks like it may be home to some denizens, as in ants. But it does have some age to it, so I'll try and not destroy their home too much, but we'll put them back in the hole. Sometimes you can get patent dates and things, but I think this is probably going to be a lost cause. But it's old, and sometimes when people buried stuff, they would bury them in mason jars, so there's hope. On to the next. My first legible coin of the day, and it's not very old. It's a 1987 penny. Sounded good and was a little too close to the surface for my liking, but you got to dig them all. It's just over there. I found an 1858 dime that was fairly close to the surface, so you got to dig to find out. Kevin's working on something in the distance there. We'll see if it's anything good. Kevin got a strong 19, and it's a mystery metal bracket thing. It's very pointy.
Yeah, it's kind
but,
of...
that may be the bracket that held Western civilization together.
Well, you better put it back.
Yeah, that's right. But
It does have a bevel
just
on
goes
one
to show
side.
you, we've walked past this spot probably 5 or 6 times and never found that. So you gotta recover ground just because you have space between your swings. All right, I think Kevin's the owner of the horseshoe today.
Yeah.
And he just pulled out a 19.
18, 19.
Let's see the edge of it.
Scratchy.
See the side of it. It could be a large cent.
Oh, maybe it's a...
Oh,
yeah.
is it a token?
I don't know what this
Let me
is.
see here.
Yeah, it's dirty in the back too.
We'll pop it in the back here. It could be a large cent, but all right, I'm gonna.
It's seems.
It's it's well worn. Oh my God, it's a British coin.
Really?
That's Britannia. See that?
Yeah, you can see the arm there.
It's a British halfpenny.
Ooh, that's
Wow.
fine.
You have just found something that's way up on my bucket list for this year. All right, I'm gonna have to turn the camera off and clean this up before it dries up too quickly. Awesome. So Kevin with one of the best finds of the year
So far.
It is a British 1874 halfpenny, which will make it Queen Victoria. Now it's pretty rough on the obverse side of the coin, but you can just make out, it would say Victoria here, DG, BRITT, which stands for Britannia, or Britannia, I guess. Regina, Queen, FD, Fidei Defensor, Defender of the Faith. So this is a foreign coin, 1874, which predates the building of this house by about 10 years. So this could very well be someone who came over here and had this in their pocket and was using it as currency here. What an absolutely beautiful coin. I don't want to touch it too much. I love it when coins have this contrast, but you can see clear as day, 1874. What a wonderful... Sorry, I hit stop there. 1874, you can see Britannia with her shield and trident. This side, you can just see here the nose of Queen Victoria. It's having trouble focusing. But she would be facing to the left. Absolutely beautiful coin. And quite a shock to find in a Canadian Eastern Ontario front yard. Awesome job. That's one for the record books, Kevin.
Right on.
A couple of nice finds here. Kevin pulled this American wheat penny from that hole right there. Not very deep at all. And it's actually got some age to it. It's a 1935, which is right around the same age as a nice George V small cent that he pulled from almost that exact same spot before. So a nice wheat cent for Kevin, which in the States is a humdrum find, but we actually don't find them super often here. So that's a nice, 90-year-old coin. And from 1 inch down, just not too far away, I pulled this 1945 George VI penny. George VI, of course, is Queen Elizabeth II's father. And interestingly enough, so this is from the last year of the war, this penny. But it's an interesting story that George VI and his wife who was then called Queen Elizabeth, who everyone now knows as the Queen Mother, did a royal tour of North America in 1939. And I believe it was in August 1939, they were in Ottawa, not too far from here, to open the Canadian War Memorial, to inaugurate the Canadian War Memorial, which back then was just for the First World War. And there was much pomp and ceremony, and they returned home. And days later, Britain declared war on Germany. So right after they inaugurated the memorial from the last war, the Great War, World War II started. Amazing bits of history, just 1 inch down. And about 4 inches down, I just found this, which is an old style small cent. It says Canada 1 cent, 19. Oh, does that say 1920? It does say 1920. So this is a first year small cent. This is the year that Canada changed from the large cent to the small cent. And on this side, we're going to have, excuse me while I try and clean this up a bit, a very crusty looking George VI. So this is the oldest small cent that you could find. Somewhere on there is George VI, but it is quite crusty. But clear as day, you can read 1920. So there we go. So I have a first, out of this yard, I have a first year silver dime, and I have a first year Canada small cent. The yard keeps on giving. All right, on to the next. Kevin with another fine looking George VI penny. Look at the patina on that. And despite it saying Emperor of India, I think it actually is from 1948. So I don't know if 49 was the transition year for Canada. It may be 46. But these old pennies really stand up well. All right, good job, Kevin. Kevin's got something that may be shiny. Either it's shiny or he nicked it in the hole.
Yeah, no.
So let's zoom in here and see what we got.
It was under a root, so I had to kind of pry it out of there, and you can just see a
Let's
piece
see.
of it.
I see an edge.
What do we got here? Oh, you know what? It's light as a feather.
It's another token. Is it like the one that I found last time?
It is, yeah. Look at that.
Oh, nice. Good for 5 cents when purchasing tea. Okay, flip it over. And you can be pretty rough with it because it won't scratch very easily. It should say
Same.
Yeah, Tea Company Toronto. What was it?
Yeah, here you go. Huh.
Belflora. Good. Actually, this one, the other one, there was corrosion. I couldn't read the full name. It's Belflora Tea Company Toronto, 5 cents. So I wasn't able to find any record of this company, but it was fairly common for tokens to be included if, you know, boxes of tea to encourage you to purchase from them again. So this is probably, I would say 30s maybe, because 5 cents, they wouldn't be giving away 5 cents in like, this is probably 40s maybe even. I love stuff like this. That's a great find. Good job. Well, that's first advertising token I think you found, eh?
Yeah, first for me anyway.
Nice. All right, we got a 2728 here in the hole. What? Is that where you dug your half penny right here?
Nearby, yeah, yeah, looks like it.
All right, let's see what we got here. Centered plug, always good. Oh, looks like it's a penny. Is it going to be an old one? Nope. Welcome to the hobby. When you live dig, you get, oh, it's actually from the 40s. 1947.
All right.
I've heard that's a fantastic year. All right, George VI, 1947 penny. I'll clean it up and we'll take another look.
Nice.
Well, here's a close-up look at that George VI penny that I just dug from 1947. Beautiful patina. Still Emperor of India at that point, I see. 1947. but he was actually a naval officer long before he was destined to be king. In fact, he actually served in World War I at the Battle of Jutland, which was a naval battle, and it was quite, he was the only person in his immediate family, I believe, to serve directly in World War I in action. So it's a great patina on these coins from the 40s. I guess they have higher copper content. On to the next. So Kevin struck again here.
What the hell is that?
It looks like a hunter's button, probably. Is it a button? It has a deer on it. Is there a shank mark on the back? I think this is a what's often called a sporting button or a sportsman's button. And it was like
near the surface, yeah.
An inch down, maybe?
At most an inch. It was near the surface, yeah.
Which is unreal. A clean 19 signal on the Vanquish. That's a beautiful. I wonder if it'll have words on it. I'll clean it up and see. But I think Kevin is going to be called Lucky Strike pretty soon in this yard. Well, Kevin with another fantastic find. This is what's sometimes referred to as a sporting button. You can see on the back where the shank of the button would have broken off. It's actually looks like it's a one piece, but it's hollow. But there's a dog on there. It actually looks kind of like a greyhound almost, but it could be a sporting dog or a hunting dog. And there's actually a subtle pattern in the background of it that's little stippled dots. So gentlemen would have worn this on their sporting jackets when they would go out hunting grouse or other game. And they quite often would bring dogs with them to help flush out the game. So another great bucket list find for Kevin. And he's putting me to shame here today. All right, on to the next. Well, Kevin got a signal in the corner here. What, an inch down, 2 inches down?
2 inches tops.
And this is what came up. So we're gonna have to give it the old pants rub, but it's the size of a large cent. It is a large cent. I can see the border, the like dotted border around it. But I'm gonna do a cleanup. This is gonna take some elbow grease, I think, but we'll come back. Well, Kevin's domination of the day's finds continues. It is a large cent. You can see this wavy border on one side, and on the other side you can see the dotted inner border of a large cent. It is absolutely encrusted. I'm gonna have to take some serious elbow grease to this with some tools to try and identify it, but it is a large cent, and it is Kevin's first large cent of the year. He's found a bunch last year, but he's definitely got the touch today and is putting me to shame. So maybe it's his way of telling me that I'm supposed to man the camera more. Anyways, another Canadian large cent in the pocket. You can see the wavy border with the maple leaves. And it would say 1 cent Canada. In fact, you can probably even see some of the words there. Hi all, Editing Phil here. Kevin and I actually did film a wrap-up at our hunt. However, it was so windy and the rain was starting to close in that the video didn't really come out very well, so I thought I'd record one in a nice, quiet environment. All in all, we had another fantastic outing at the same 1880s house property. I want to extend a special thanks to Karen and Paul, the owners of the property, for letting us visit their property and learn more about the history there. That's always enjoyable when the owners have such a passion for the history of their property as well. We had some great finds today. Kevin found that Belflora Tea Company token. Actually, the second such token that we found at that site. I found one during episode 2. I found that nice old brass buckle just sitting in a flower bed a couple of inches down. And Kevin also found that wonderful sporting button with the hunting dog motif on it. The large cent that Kevin found towards the end of the video, I was able to do some cleanup on it, and to my surprise, it is actually a 1909 Canada large cent, which makes it King Edward VII. And those are comparatively rarer than other large cents because Edward VII only reigned from 1901 to 1910. But of course, the star of the show was Kevin's 1874 halfpenny that he found, a British halfpenny, which is exactly 150 years old and predates the house being on that property by about 10 years. So another fantastic outing, and we can't wait to get back there. We know that there's probably more things just waiting for us there, so we can't wait to see, and we hope that you'd like to come back and see as well. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and the subscribe button, and you can be notified of future video postings. And until next time, be kind and stay curious.